Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to my channel, Attila Tarot. In this tarot reading, we will look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of September in the areas of money, career, and finance. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. Very important to start the month positively, so put it in the comments. September will be amazing, but we will have other messages that you can put in based on the meanings of the card. Alright, let's jump into your reading with the number 62, the Oracle card, Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Now, obviously, this can indicate that you've been kind of experiencing a slow progress in your career, in your business, whatever you do for work, or if you're looking for a job. And probably you would like to kind of see things evolve faster. But again, what this card is telling you, you don't have to rush. You're at the right time, at the right place, and you are where you should be at this time. Because this is pretty much the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, which again, a perfectionist and also make sure that things are done properly. But very important to kind of make sure that you keep going and you act on something. But I think what's really important for you, that if you look at the long run, you're going to be able to achieve some kind of a success. You're going to be able to win. Let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a card that shows that you made your plans and you started to work on your plans. And you're able to see early signs of success. Maybe you're not going viral yet, or you're not hitting the jackpot with your business, but you might see those initial orders come in, the initial clients coming if you have your own business. If you are looking for a job, you're getting callbacks, second round, third round, who knows how many rounds they do these days. But also you see success. That whatever your plan is, it is working. Maybe you're working on a project and you can see that, okay, I'm on the right path. And it's interesting, I'm seeing it for the second time that you're at the right path. So very important for you to embrace that. But with this card, you are looking into the future. You're looking on the horizon. What is next? Your ships are coming in. Success is definitely yours. Some of you might be working in an international environment, or you might be thinking about taking your business international as well, because the Three of Wands definitely connects to activities overseas. Okay, the first card in your reading is the Six of Cups. This is a card that shows creativity, kindness, and also connects us back to the past. Some of you might be working on a creative field, they're dealing with children, or you might be kind of working on your childhood dream as well. But with the Six of Cups, there's something from the past that comes back into your life in some shape or form. Maybe an old business, an old client, an old coworker or boss that you might be meeting or working together again. Yeah, there's something definitely connects here for you to the past that will impact your future. Well, you also have the Five of Cups, which is a card that focuses on loss. So you've definitely been through some difficulties when the Five of Cups shows up. Losing a business, a job, getting rejections. Obviously, it hasn't been easy when the Five of Cups shows up. Also important for you with the Five of Cups not to necessarily dwell on whatever didn't go well for you, but shift your focus. Focus on the opportunities. Where can you go from here? Because you have here very successful energy on the horizon. And again, don't focus on the setbacks. Focus on the wins, whatever you have. Because you have here this beautiful Ace of Cups that shows a new beginning, right? You have here 2 cups, you're kind of mourning those 3 cups that are lost. And with these 2 cups, if you're looking towards that, you're going to have the 3rd cup back. It's interesting. I'm kind of getting this sense that something that you might have lost in the past might come back to you. Anyway, with this Ace of Cups, there's a new opportunity coming, knocking on your door, which will be something that you're gonna love. Can be creative, but you're gonna love it. Because with the Ace of Cups, your heart is full of joy, celebration, and enjoyment. Okay, let's see the next card. The next card is the Five of Swords, which connects to competition, conflicts as well. So there you have it. It might be an old conflict that might come back. Because with the Five of Swords, there are a couple of things you need to focus on. When this card shows up, there's no collaboration, there's no communication. So very important for you to think about it. Do I need to win at all cost? Or would it be more beneficial if we found a solution that's beneficial for everyone? Right? Because this card emphasizes more communication, when diplomacy might be very, very important. There might be here, again, a conflict, internal conflict as well. Like, whenever conflict appears, it can be internal or conflict with other people as well. So important for you to think about that. Do we need to win at all cost? Because it might cost more than the actual winning. You also have the Queen of Swords. Beautiful court card. So it can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. Queen of Swords, she's super smart, logical, factual, and she's the Queen of Clarity. You can see that her head is above the clouds, which means you're going to be able to see things clearly, maybe for the first time, right? As after a loss, after some battles, difficulties, there you have it, you're going to see things clearly. And I'm kind of reminded as well that even on this card, when you look at it, he's looking into the future and there are no clouds, which is the sign and symbol of clarity. Now also you might get an advice from someone that tells you the way things are, and it might be kind of may sound hurtful, but that's not necessarily the goal of that person. But also this can be a leader you might be dealing with, or a leadership opportunity as well. But the other kind of important aspect of the Queen of Swords, that she's resilient. She's been through a lot, like difficulties, battles, rejections, firings, you name it, she had it. But all of those made her stronger, right? So think about it, how your experiences made you more resilient. Now let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and hype. Let me know in the comments how this reading is resonating with you. Where are you watching from? And put in some positive affirmations that I am able to win over any situation. I am successful as well. Now also it's interesting, before we kind of get to the next, because I kind of said that I'm able to win, like, win the race, winning. It might be a very hard-earned victory that comes towards you. Now let's see the next card, Eight of Cups. It shows that you are turning your back to something. You're turning your back to the conflict, that negative environment that you've been in. It can be a job, a boss, an industry, whatever it is. You've been kind of struggling here with this Five of Swords. And you're going into a brand new direction. A direction that you don't know where it is leading, but you're hoping that it's going to bring you happiness. You're going to be happier than what you're leaving behind. And you're following your instincts, you're following your inspirations, you're following your passions as well when the Eight of Cups comes out. Okay. Now obviously you have the Nine of Swords. uh, which kind of indicates that obviously you are worried, you're afraid, because you're not seeing uh, where you're heading right now. Um, you might have sleepless nights, you might have nightmares, but sometimes you might be just afraid of things that hasn't even happened. And with the Nine of Swords, important for you to face certain fears that you might have, or think about how you can calm down, meditate, or whatever works for you. Listen to music, because at the end you're gonna be winning. You also have the Fool, which indicates a brand new chapter in your life. This is something that's super exciting. You definitely has a lot of adventure cards here. You're on a brand new adventure, and this can be a new job, a new business, a new entrepreneurship. But it's really important here that you have people that are helping you, and you're going to be able to use the experience that you have. But there's some kind of a brand new fresh start that's coming towards you. Okay, let's see the energies at the bottom of the deck. We do have the Four of Wands, which is a card of the 1111, the new beginnings. When doors are opening for you, you look at how those doors are open, wide open, and something new is coming that's going to be a big, big milestone for you in your life, in your career. Now let's see some cards from this deck. Okay, so you have here the transition, ending and beginning, new job, quit, fired, moving, lost income, inherit, hospice. So we talked about it. There's definitely have been some losses here. Some of you might have been looking for a job for a while because there was some kind of a loss, some kind of a debate around it. But you have here that it's ending and something new is beginning with that Fool card. Now let's see some other cards. Okay, you have here the opening. Bloom where you are planted. Use your gifts, nurturing, spirit work, plan, unfolding. What's really important here, the plan unfolding. Opening, right? We kind of talked here that there's a new openings for you. And what's really important, as I said, the plan unfolding, because that's the center message of this card. With that Three of Wands, that you made your plans, and you're able to see that your plan is working, your plan is unfolding. Let's see another card. Confidence, walk your talk, bold action, happy at work, meaningful, rich, outgoing. Important for you to be confident this time and be and say and do as you say. Some of you might be taking a risk, bold action. That's definitely embodies the Fool, but you're gonna be happy at work because you're gonna find that happiness that you are looking for. So that's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.